Muchas gracias, Dame Besos.
Give you a kiss.
Te amo, El Padrino. Huh? That's what I said?
Yeah, you said
I was trying to
Besos.
say he's underrated defensively. He can jump lanes and cause problem with his 6'4" frame. I got a new nickname for him, too.
What's that?
La Pistola.
Streets of Gold, a lovely hue to that nighttime shot of downtown Portland, Oregon. The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. This is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. They've definitely started the season right with a hot start.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter if they could get the most out of it.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Towns is out there at Bielitz. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Lillard, and it's Aminu in the corner. And the shot
to get him in the zone.
I'd send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Lets it go with a 3. And Davis pulls it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter.
Here's Freak. Misses the 3.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench in this quarter.
Plumlee, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Aminu kicks to Plumlee. It's rebounded by Towns.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Freak. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And the shot is good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Rubio, the pass to Freak. This one for 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Freak passes to Bielitz. And Rubio kicks to Freak. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. Wade left side. Bank shot, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Took him no time at all on that one. 15 points for Freak.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they usually handle it. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now, here's Clarkson. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And the basket by McCollum.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
That's good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's McCollum. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen. A double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Freak dishes to Levine. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Freak. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. 3-pointer. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Aminu. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Andrew Bogut checked in for Plumlee. Lure comes in for Ed Davis. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Clarkson in for C.J. McCollum.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And that one's good. Freak.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down. Lillard has been playing really well. He has 11 points and 5 assists.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Freak passes to Justice. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Again, the miss by Lillard. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. It's blocked. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Freak. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Lillard left side. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 15 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
There's the pick. Freak with it. Lillard picks him up. Justice the pass to Freak. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. Clarkson dishes to Lillard. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Timberwolves lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true big.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. Boy, you fellas have been lighting it up from three-point range. We've got their
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
What a game we've seen here for Freak. He's got 30 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
They've got Al-Farouq Aminu, D-Wade out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Davis, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He finished with 60 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Good on the second free throw. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Davis setting the pick for McCollum. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders got back down to 3 on the basket from Wade.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's sticking too much.
Lets it go from deep, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Freak. Freak's got 38 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And it's Wade penetrating. Davis kicks to Plumlee. It's deflected. Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. At the elbow, it's Freak. Plumlee with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Wade passes to Plumlee. They double him with Freak. Wade outside. He tries for three. Wade missing again. Timberwolves leading by 6. Freak with it. He has 38 in the game. Towns dishes to Freak. And Rubio kicks to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Bjelica with the bucket.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Timberwolves second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Andrew Bogut checked in for Plumlee. John Lure comes in for Davis. And it's Clarkson in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Wade kicks to Clarkson. Can they get it? Lets it go from 11. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Lure. Here's Freak. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's McCollum. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Freak passes to Justice. And a wide open look for Freak. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
Well, you know when you're in that kind of a zone, trust me, he knows he's in the zone right now.
From deep three-point range and released it in. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Levine. So for the Trailblazers, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Plumlee. John Lure comes in for Davis. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Bjelica comes in for Thompson. And Freak subbed in for Ricky Rubio. So on the floor for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Bjelica is out there with Towns. And it's Freak in at the point.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
But they get it back. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Passes it to Bogut. The shot is off, and Minnesota will come the other way. Wiggins left side. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I really thought they did a better job, a much better job of getting it inside in the first half. They've got to get back to throwing it in the paint more here in the second.
For the Trailblazers, Davis comes in for John Lure, and it's Aminu in for Jordan Clarkson. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the dish to Wade. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. From deep, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
To the left wing. And Bielitsa kicks to Freak. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Portland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant the game this was for Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Wade outside. That's tipped. Davis dishes to Wade. The shot misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Freak. No good from outside. Wade outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Inside. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60+. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports